picture's not completely black because there are certain areas which seem very buoyant and seem to be actually expanding. And the main area that we found to be the case in terms of that is environmental consultancy. Certainly the focus on renewable energy, sustainable development, those sort of ideas, particularly since President Obama's come in actually with his new ideas about fuel policy in the States and kind of pushing the environmental agenda forward, means that the environmental consultants appear to be doing quite well. So it's a mixed picture. All the big consultancy firms are still recruiting. They certainly haven't increased their headcount this year, and in some cases they may be recruiting slightly less. However, firms have all still recruited, and they are still looking for interns as well. Top tip number one would be to ensure that academically you are performing to the highest level. These companies are very selective. They're looking for people who have really strong academics on their CV. So you mustn't let concerns about the labour market or what's happening externally interrupt or distract you away from your studies. No, you've got to achieve a high 2-1 or a first if any consultancy company is really going to look at you. My other top tip would be look around for some work experience. Don't worry if you don't get an internship with one of the big companies. What you're really looking for is some work experience that maybe gives you some commercial awareness, some experience outside an industry, and some sense of how companies and organisations work. Because ultimately, if you want to go on and work in a consultancy, you're going to be offering advice to people. You're going to be offering an opinion to a client, really. So some kind of work experience and some sort of sense of what it's like outside of university is incredibly helpful.